Guest, and welcome back, Mark Jacobs.
Good morning. We are this morning have the pleasure of talking to Dr. John Walker from Central Christian Schools. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Big event last Saturday. Dan Mears was in.
Dan Mears did we had our stewardship dinner on Saturday evening. Great night of fellowship. We had about almost 400 people there, and Dan Mears, a.k.a. also known as Casey Wolf, was our speaker. Just did a phenomenal job sharing some life lessons and sharing about his faith, sharing about the importance of Christian education, and also just his time as Casey Wolf over the last 35 years. You know, he recently announced that he's semi-retired. He told the Chiefs organization that he was full-time Casey Wolf and part-time grandpa, and now he wants to be full-time grandpa, part-time Casey Wolf. So he did a phenomenal job at the event. We always have a great time with that. Carriage Crossing did a great job catering the meal. Just a great night of fellowship, great message. And we're hoping later today to figure out what the totals were for the stewardship dinner, because that's our big fundraiser of the year. And of course, that goes towards our tuition assistance to help more families afford Christian education.
So that's your big fundraising event. If there are other people out there who would like to donate to Central Christian School, what's the best way for them to donate?
They can do it lots of different ways. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we're always accepting donations. So especially this time of year when everybody's kind of considering how they can maybe offload some capital, appreciated stock, or those folks who are 70 or older and they have a required minimum distribution that they would like to turn over to us, they can certainly do that. We've got a variety of different methods that we can accept payment, but they can donate online by going to cougarsccs.com. You can send in a check. You can even stop in at the school. If you are interested in donating appreciated stock or an RMD, things of that nature, you can always contact the school. We'll get you in touch with the right person who can then exchange and make sure that we collect that.
So, heartbreaking loss on Friday. You ran across a really tough Victoria football team.
It was a great game. I was really, really, really proud of our players. Just a great season, to end up 10-1. Nothing to hang your head about. I mean, those guys played their hearts out. Victoria's got a rich tradition for really good football. And Coach Barnett just did a fantastic job getting those guys ready. We kind of knew from the very beginning that it would start out as kind of a defensive battle, and that's exactly how the game went for quite some time. And we only scored one touchdown in the first half, and that was on a scoop and score. But then Victoria came back and gave 28 unanswered points, I believe, scored 28 unanswered points. But the Cougars kept playing till the very end. I mean, they scored with less than a minute left on the clock. They got the onside kick. So lots of things kind of went in their favor there at the very end, but ultimately ended up losing to the Victoria Knights. And hats off to Victoria for playing a fantastic game. Those guys played their hearts out, and we wish the best for them.
Yeah, that was a very, like you said, a defensive battle. When you think 8-man football, you don't think defensive battle, but that was definitely one of those games where if people look at that score, they're going to say, what happened?
Yeah, I agree with you. 8-man football, a lot of times, one of the fun things about 8-man football is usually when you watch an 8-man football game, it's 3 or 4 offensive plays, and then there's a touchdown. 3 or 4 offensive plays, touchdown. And what you saw... We saw a little bit of that, but not as much as you normally do. I mean, it truly was a defensive battle. In like you said, you get to the score. The score always doesn't tell the whole story. That video, I believe, is out on our YouTube page, which if folks wanted to go back and watch the game, they could certainly do that. But it was a good game, and like I said, I'm very proud of our guys for not giving up. And here they are. That was on Friday night, and here they are on Monday starting basketball practice.
Winter sports starts today.
They do start today. Yeah, middle school sports have been going on for about a week now. They had their first game last week, and the high school winter athletic season starts today.
So we don't talk a lot about that middle school age group. How are things going with the middle schoolers?
Those are some of the most fun years to watch kids develop, because these high schoolers, I can remember watching them when they were in middle school thinking, oh boy, and then they get to high school, and that's just how things work out. You mature over time, and you become a better athlete over time. The more you practice, the more you play, things of that nature. But we've got great coaches that help teach these students the fundamentals of athletics, and more than that, teach them how to be men and women of character, men and women who love the Lord, and who want to play for the right reasons. So playing sports is not about bringing glory to yourself, but bringing glory to the Lord and making the Lord look good.
All righty, we are talking with Dr. John Walker. He is the superintendent at Central Christian School. We'll be back with more from him right after this. And we're back on the BW Morning Show. We were talking with Dr. John Walker. He is the superintendent at Central Christian School. You said a little bit during the break about Operation Christmas Child. Can you give us a little information on that?
Yeah, that's something that we participate in at our school every year. And of course, this is from Samaritan's Purse. They collect shoe boxes. People fill shoe boxes full of toys and school supplies and things of that nature. We insert a gospel tract in there. Sometimes people will leave a photo of their family or even their address, so that these kids, all the way around the world, who are receiving this shoebox around Christmas time, they can write back to the families. But excuse me, this is something that we have participated in for years and years and years, and is really fun to see our students, our student body, come together and pack these shoeboxes full of school supplies and toys and things of that nature for students all the way across the world. And again, the purpose there is to glorify the Lord and make Him known to people halfway across the world. So again, it's just a blessing. I know that there's a lot of other organizations in Reno County as well that collects shoe boxes for Operation Christmas Child, and if we get to have some small part in that, that's always a blessing.
All right, Christmas concert coming up after the first part of the month.
Yeah, we have our Christmas concert, and of course, this is open to anyone. This is on December 11th, and we will have both band and vocal music, grades kindergarten through 5th grade, and grades 6 through 12 as well. The Christmas concert at our school, and again, that's December 11th, that starts at 7 p.m. It goes from 7 to 8:30 p.m. I'll tell you what, I've heard story after story of people who have gone to other Christmas concerts, and they come to ours, and they tell me all the time how well our Christmas concerts are, how good they are. And that's really a testament to our music teachers. They do a phenomenal job. But more than that, the song choices that we get to sing about are not necessarily snowmen and Christmas trees. Our songs are about the coming Messiah, Jesus Christ, who came to this world, who was willing to take on flesh. And we're celebrating the fact that God on high became low. He took on the form of human flesh. And so those are the types of songs we're singing about at our Christmas concert, and seeking to glorify the Lord through that. And it's just really, honestly, such a great night of worship and praise, and considering all that the Lord has done for this world, really, and for our school and for the lives of our students. So again, that's December 11th, starting at 7 p.m. This is open to anybody who wants to come. It's always a packed house. We'd encourage anybody who has interest to certainly come.
All right. One last thing we need to touch on in child care center. Are you still looking for staff?
We are still looking for staff. Yeah, we're still hiring. We do have a waiting list at our school for children who need child care. We're just looking for those right staff members to come in, lead teachers, assistant teachers, to come in and to serve Reno County in this way. So if there's anybody that's interested out there, we'd certainly encourage you to come in, check out the facility, meet with our director, Sharon Kaufman, hear more about the school, all that we're doing there. And one of the great benefits there is that if, let's say, you have an infant or a child care age child, you can bring your child with you to work, and that's of no charge. So you're essentially getting paid, and also you get free child care for your student, for your child, while being there, and a tuition discount if you've got kids at the big school and the K-12 school as well. So there's tuition discounts available. There's free child care available. Those are two really great benefits. On top of that, getting paid for your work as well. So yes, we're still looking for part-time and full-time staff full-time. We're looking for teachers and assistant teachers and things of that nature.
All right. We have been talking with Dr. John Walker this morning. He is the superintendent of Central Christian Schools. Great to have you in this morning.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
And we'll see you next month. We have been more news right after this break.